Hey, it's Kelly from CitrusCycles.ca. I'm super excited because our first shipment from Hase arrived with the Pino recumbent and some trikes that I'm going to show you in a few moments. Hase is a German brand, makes some really exciting products. In fact, I've always wanted a Pino, so I'm super excited that it's here. I hope to do an in-depth video review and ride tests of all of them. You can find the details on our website as well at CitrusCycles.ca, but for now I'm just going to do a quick overview just to give you a sneak peek at them. If it's something you want to try, you need more information, head over to our website at CitrusCycles.ca, and we've got all the details there, including our contact info. So if you're in Canada and you're interested in purchasing one or test riding, you can reach us at CitrusCycles.ca. If you're from outside of Canada, you'll want to contact your local Hase distributor or dealers. We're not going to be able to help you. So what I love about the Pino is it solves all the problems with a tandem. So this is in fact a tandem. It's a half recumbent tandem. So the captain is sitting at the back here. We've got these highly adjustable handlebars where they're going to control the Shimano STEPS mid-drive motor, the brakes, the shifting. We can adjust the angle and the width and the height and all sorts of adjustments. And then here's what's really cool is the stoker is actually sitting in front. Now normally on a tandem the stoker is sitting in the back. So when I ride tandems with my wife, she's sitting on the back. We're riding along and she can't see anything that's coming ahead. And so she always has this question, when we're riding on trail, all she can see is to the sides. And so she's like, are we really close to the edge? Like, no, we're in the middle. But she can't tell because she can't see where we're going. She can't anticipate corners and stops and things like that. With the Pino here, she's sitting up front. And so not only a really comfortable seat because this is a recumbent, so I'm trying not to be jealous because I do really like the comfort of being in the recumbent, but she's got a great view of everything that's going on. So that's one of the challenges with the tandem. Another interesting thing about this that kind of solves a tandem problem is the stoker can actually freewheel. So this is actually hooked up to the other side of the drivetrain here. So you can see you've got two chain wheels at the back here. Very clever. So I can keep pedaling. It's funny, a common complaint, she's like, Kelly, you never coast. I'm like, yeah, no, I never coast. She likes coasting. I don't blame her. And so she can coast while I keep pedaling. So that's another unique thing about a tandem. But the other cool thing about the Pino here is that it is not only highly adjustable, but I'll show you here, I can bring the boom. Obviously, I need to adjust that for the length of the rider's legs, but I can bring that all the way in. But the frame is also telescopic. So in here, I can actually bring this all the way in. When I do that, it's basically the same length as a regular bike. That does two things for me. First, it means I can transport this. That's one of the challenges with a tandem, right? They're so big. I can put this easily on the back of a vehicle and transport it, which is awesome. But it also means I can ride this just by myself. And in fact, Pino or Hase kind of anticipated you doing that. They've made this a multi-purpose bike. So not only can you ride it by yourself, you can ride it as a tandem, but they make this massive bag, hasn't come in stock yet, but you can check that out on our website or on the Hase website. There's this massive porter bag here that turns this into a mini cargo bike. So you've got a cargo bike, a regular bike, a tandem bike, all in one. We've got the Shimano STEPS mid-drive motor, which is awesome. Massive climbing gear. This is so important on a tandem. A lot of times they don't put a big enough climbing gear, and hills, well, are a little bit hard going up with the tandem. You've got two people on there, although lots of fun going down. Schwalbe Marathon puncture-resistant tires. You can get the rack, lights. They make all sorts of really cool accessories, both adaptive accessories for people that need some changes for how they can make it accessible, but they also have a really cool accessories like a big rack that goes under here that you can put tons and stuff on. This is their optional super heavy-duty kickstand that actually will support the weight of a stoker, so the stoker can climb on with the kickstand in place and ride off. So that's the Pino. Super excited about it. Let me show you some of the trikes as well. Hase also makes Delta Trikes. So that's a trike with one wheel in the front and two on the back. That gives you a really great turning radius, and you can actually stand the trike up on its end for compact storage, which is pretty awesome. It does fold. We've got an adjustable length on the boom there. This is actually the Kettwiesel. This is the Kettwiesel STEPS with the Shimano STEPS E6100. The cool thing about the Hase is you can have them all custom made in Germany. So you could choose the higher torque motor. They have an off-road version with with knobby tires and a linear derailleur, which is really cool so that the derailleur hanger isn't dragging on the ground. This particular one is using the Nexus internally geared hub with electronic shifting. Lots of options, lots of customizability and adjustability, so we can adjust the angle of the seat and the width of the handlebars and angle of those and all those kinds of things to really make it very, very comfortable. Optional headrest up there. We've got this really cool telescopic flag that goes down for storage, and massive bag on the back here, fenders, lots of great options. But what I love about the Kettwiesel is its full suspension. So you can see we actually have 2 shocks on the back here. That enhances the riding characteristics. It's super fun when cornering to feel that suspension keeping you safe, but it's also great for off-road or rough riding and off-road riding, whatever you want to do with it. We've got suspension fork up front there, lights. This, by the way, this is for mounting the optional fairing. This is so cool. I'll try to do an in-depth video review of this, including a ride test later on. You can check it out on their website. They have a fairing that covers the whole trike to keep you protected from the elements, from rain, from snow, from wind. They even make a little poncho. It's really, really cool. Lots of great options. Over here we have the Trigo. This is the Trigo Up. This is a kind of a more of an entry level in terms of pricing, and they've achieved that by going with a fully rigid trike. There's no suspension front or rear, so you're relying on your seat to kind of smooth out some of the bumps for you. And this is the Trigo Up, which means it has the steering above the seat. We also have the Trigo, the regular Trigo, which has below seat steering or under seat steering, which is what you normally find on a trike like this one. And this particular one has the Nexus hub on it. You can get it with a regular derailleur. Again, lots of different options. The Trigo, though, the motor is limited to the low torque Shimano E5000. Interestingly, when we order the Kettwiesel, we specify the motor and it comes with it installed. When you get the Trigo, it comes without a motor, and then we have to retrofit it. They have a retrofit kit from Shimano, which is really cool. So the nice thing about that is if you do get this without the motor, you can always add it later, whereas you can't do that with the Kettwiesel, so you definitely want to get the motor right from the beginning. Again, lots of options, and here's another really cool feature with the Delta Trikes, is this is an optional tandem hitch here. So basically, do you see that looks a bit like the front skewer on a front wheel? That's exactly what it allows you to do. So you open up that lever, say come over to one of the other trikes, another Trigo or a Kett, take the front wheel off, and now that front fork is going to mount right onto the back of the other trike. So now you have tandem trikes. So if tandem bikes has you a little bit concerned about balance or just starting and stopping, tandem trikes are so fun. It was really fun. We set these up, rode them around a little bit. I was on the back and on the front, and it's a lot of fun and a great way if you've got want to go out riding and you're in a situation where the second rider just isn't in a position to ride on their own, or they don't feel comfortable doing so. It's a lot of fun. So I hope to have in-depth reviews of these on our website at CitrusCycles.ca.